Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is...
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear
Under
all
the
of us
president's
soon.
policies, middle-income Americans have been buried. They're just being crushed.
Hello there. This is A Conservative America on YouTube, and we're two high school seniors just talking about the latest news. Matt?
Yep. My name's Matt.
And I'm James, and we'll get this started. We're recording this right after the VP debates, so we're just going to get some feedback on that. Matt, you want to start us off?
I thought Charles Krauthammer said it best, where he said, if you listen to it on the radio, Joe Biden won. If you just looked at the script, it was a tie, and if you watched it on TV, Paul Ryan won. And now the reason he said that was because if you're just hearing what they're saying, Joe Biden came across as more aggressive, and some of the things he said, he presented a convincing argument. I mean, there's no denying that. However, if you look at and how he said it and hit the tone of his voice, he sounded very confident and relaxed. But if you look at it from the TV standpoint, Biden came across as disrespectful, arrogant, conceited. He seemed like he just did not respect Paul Ryan. There was a stat that Joe Biden interrupted Paul Ryan, I think, 96 times. And I think Paul Ryan only interrupted Biden like 6 times, I think it was. Is that correct, James?
Something like that. Let me find that.
Yeah, and the other thing was, if you just looked at the thing, the stuff they said, it was kind of a wash. I mean, they both presented their arguments pretty equally.
Yeah, 6 times. Paul Ryan interrupted him 6 times, and Biden interrupted him 96 times.
Yeah, so Joe Biden was definitely, he interrupted him a lot, and the thing that just got to me a lot was Joe Biden's laughing. It just came across as incredibly disrespectful and very unprofessional, and I think it stuck with a lot of people.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think it was pretty much a draw for me until the last 15 minutes of it. I think Paul Ryan really kind of laid down the law, if you will, and his closing statement was very strong. But in the end, I don't really think this affects the polls. Charles Krauthammer agreed. Probably going to see about the same thing tomorrow. Same polls as we saw today. Don't really see much of a difference. So.
Yeah. The focus group that Fox did, it actually was people from Ohio, which is a key swing state in my home state. All of them were undecided going into the debate, and all of them came out of the debate undecided.
Just want to chime in real quick. From the online polls I'm looking at, CNN says Ryan win 48%, Biden 44%, so slight lead there for Ryan. And then also the CNBC poll has Ryan has him at 51% and Biden at 44%. So I think it's a small victory, not going to change anything, but definitely a victory, keeps momentum going.
Yes, definitely. And I will admit, I definitely underestimated Joe Biden. Right? Yeah, I definitely underestimated Joe Biden. He came across as a much better debater than I thought he would be going into this, based on all the gaffes he makes public speaking, talking about how Romney's going to put y'all back in chains when talking to a group of African American voters, and how blaming everything on Bush and saying the middle class has been buried. Countless examples of Joe Biden just not cutting it as a public speaker. But he came into the debate and he didn't really have any of those moments.
Okay, well, it's hard to talk about something that's not really going to affect the polls, so let's talk about the polls. I saw a poll today that had Romney up 7% in Florida. 7%, that's a very large number. He was up 51 to 44%. And if he can get Florida and get Ohio and Pennsylvania, he's going to win the race.
Yeah, no Republican candidate has ever won a presidential election without winning Ohio. Ohio is a key state as well as Florida. I mean, Florida carries, I think, 29 electoral votes, and Ohio carries 18.
I think if he can get Pennsylvania or Ohio, though, I think those are interchangeable. Pennsylvania has 2 more electoral votes than Ohio, and they both kind of play the same role in this case. Both of them are close.
Yeah, last time I checked, I don't know if any states that were leaning Obama flip-flopped to Romney,
No.
but last time I checked, Romney is going to need 80 swing state votes in order to win this election.
Yeah, and I think with Missouri that's 10. Michigan's back in play. New Hampshire's in play. Connecticut's back in play. There's a lot of states that are getting back in play, and I think if Romney can do well in the next debate, in the next 2 debates, I think the momentum will definitely keep going towards him. And I think he'll win if he can do well in these next 2 debates.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, those. I think. What was I going to say? I think we saw confidence in Ryan, but also confidence in Biden, and he was aggressive. But like we said, that doesn't really matter. But I just want to go over the Libya thing, because Biden made some comments tonight saying that the administration didn't know about it, didn't know that it was a terrorist attack, and that's clearly a lie, Matt.
Yeah, definitely. How could you not know that it was a terrorist attack? I mean, the entire American public knew that it was a terrorist attack from the moment it happened.
Yeah, definitely.
All the intelligence proves it's a terrorist attack. Anybody who says anything else is clearly avoiding the truth or is just flat out lying.
Yeah, and the Stephanie Cutter, the Obama campaign manager, was blaming Romney and Ryan that this was still an issue, and clearly they're just trying to get out of the way of this because they know it's a mistake.
Yeah, she is the biggest. Rush Limbaugh called her the head liar of the Obama campaign. I mean, you can't put any weight behind anything that comes out of her mouth. She will say anything to make Obama look good, which in fact is her job. So you got to commend her on that. But at the same time, she just doesn't tell the truth.
And then I just also want to point out, Biden falsely claimed he voted against Afghanistan and Iraq wars, and he voted for it, and he was getting on Ryan for that, but he voted for them as well. So that's that.
Yeah, one thing I would like to say though is when Ryan's was getting to a point about Solyndra, they kind of cut him off and moved on to the next question. I feel like if Ryan had been able to get to that point and really, for the first time ever, call out the president, call out someone in Barack Obama's campaign on Solyndra on TV, and see their reaction in a real-time situation, who knows what could have happened.
Well, I think in the end, this doesn't change anything. I think it just kind of keeps the momentum going for Romney. Nothing big. But is there anything else you want to add, Matt?
No, I think I said everything I want to say.
All right, well, we're going to end our first video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Say goodbye to all the kids out there, Matt.
See you guys, and be sure to comment and subscribe to our channel, and let us know what you think. We're open to any suggestions you might have.
And follow our Twitter. It's at @A_GOP_America. So follow us there. Thanks, guys. See you next time.